Tens of thousands flee Gaza City after Israel warns of major offensive. June 30, 2025. Gaza City. Tens of thousands of Palestinians fled their homes in eastern Gaza City on Monday, following a stark warning from the Israeli military of an impending major ground and air assault. Leaflets dropped from Israeli aircraft and text messages sent to residents urged immediate evacuation, citing military operations that will escalate and intensify. The announcement, which Israeli officials described as a measure to minimize civilian casualties, triggered widespread panic in an already devastated territory. Families could be seen hurriedly packing belongings, loading children onto donkey carts and trucks, and heading westward or southward into areas that Israel has previously labeled as safer zones. Though many displaced people say no place in Gaza feels safe anymore. A renewed phase of the war. The evacuation order marks a new phase in Israel's months-long campaign against Hamas in Gaza, which intensified after the October 7, 2024 attack that killed over 1,200 Israelis. Since then, Gaza has been subject to near-daily airstrikes, widespread destruction of infrastructure, and a rising humanitarian catastrophe. An Israeli military spokesperson said Monday that the focus of operations is now shifting to the eastern neighborhoods of Gaza City, which include Shujaiya, citing, and parts of Tafah areas Israel says remain key strongholds of Hamas fighters and tunnel infrastructure. This is a temporary measure to allow civilians to evacuate for their own safety, the spokesperson said. We are committed to minimizing civilian harm while dismantling terrorist capabilities. Nowhere left to go. United Nations agencies issued urgent appeals for restraint, saying the new displacement will worsen an already catastrophic humanitarian situation. According to the UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs (OCHA), more than 1.7 million people, nearly 80%, of Gaza's population have already been displaced since the war began. There is no safe zone in Gaza, said Felipe Lazzarini, head of UNRWA, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees. Every time people move, they are pushed into more overcrowded, unsanitary, and uninhabitable conditions. These evacuation orders are pushing people from one danger zone to another. Aid agencies warn that shelters are overwhelmed, clean water is scarce, and food supplies are rapidly dwindling. The Israeli siege of the Strip has severely limited the entry of aid, and sporadic openings of the Rafah or Kerem Shalom crossings have not been sufficient to meet the population's needs.